Welcome back to Sam's Garage, presented by NH Oil Undercoating. Sam's 67 DeVille is back on the set, and this time to get a much needed update to the steering gearbox. Sam also starts the brake system upgrade by replacing the master cylinder. The replacement parts from OPGI will ensure a classic look and factory functionality.
Anytime you guys are building a driver or an old classic like I am here with the 67 DeVille, whether you be making a resto mod or you're going to make it a daily driver, you need to address the chassis and the suspension. You have to make it safe, and we need to address the steering. We're also going to address the brake booster and new master cylinder, but first we're going to do the steering because it's staring at me in the face right now. The steering box is right here. It is original to the vehicle. I went to OPGI.com. They have everything for Buicks, Oldsmobiles, Cadillacs, Pontiacs, and GMs. Not only do they have resto parts, regular OEM new old stock, but they also have performance parts for you guys. And I went to them, got my brakes set up. I've even got a steering gear from them and a brake booster master cylinder combination. I'm going to rebuild this thing by replacing the master cylinder. The rag joint looks perfectly fine. All I need is a pitman arm puller. My drag link all looks good. We're going to keep it in place. Let's go ahead and get started on replacing the steering gear. Now what I did was left the hoses on there because this is an LS swap with a different power steering that the OEM Cadillac came with. So I've got a new hose kit to complement the power steering pump. Now normally this would have been harder to pull out, but I went ahead and removed the engine to make it easier for me. Now I'm ready to install the brake master and booster combination. This particular one on the car is designed to go with drum brakes, and what I'm installing is designed to go with the disc brake setup. As you can see, there's a proportioning valve on it. First, what I need to do is disconnect the rod, go into the brake pedal, and then we'll go ahead and disconnect our lines. And remember, anytime you're using brake lines or you're working on brake lines, so remember to always use a line wrench. Even if you're going to rebuild the lines, it's just good practice. You won't forget it. Well, I'm glad the hard part is over. That was a real bear trying to get up under that dash to get those bolts. These Cadillacs are made really well. All right, got the old setup unbolted and loose. I'm gonna pull it straight out. What I like to do before I install the new one is measure from the flange to the pin where it goes into the brake pedal. That way, if there's any adjustment I need to make, I can make it before I install it. This is 1 inch bigger. So this comes out an inch further. And if I didn't address this, my rod would have been too short and never would have reached the pedal. If it was too long, my brakes would be constantly activated and they would heat up and eventually seize up, causing a fire. As you can see, I got my master cylinder and booster installed. It's all ready to go. All I got to do now is run all new hard lines, considering it's over 50 years old. And remember, you guys want performance parts or even resto parts for your classic. If you have a Cadillac, Oldsmobile, Buick, GM, or Pontiac, check out OPGI. For over 30 years, they've been supplying you with resto parts, and they got high performance parts, just like I got here.